The Propcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Calcium. Make real money predicting sports. Calcium available in every state. Also get $20 for free when you sign up with the code SGPN. That's Calcium promo code SGPN. And welcome everyone to the Propcast here on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Currently Tuesday, March 3rd, around 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm Rosenberg. Reichel. Once again, joined by Adam Rosenberg. Together, we're going to break down our favorite props for the NBA and NHL cards for the Tuesday action. Adam, how's it going with you? What's up?
It's good. I'm looking at Joe giving me my NBA flowers. I did do pretty well during that layoff. I've done pretty well lately, to be totally honest. But we're back. I'm getting ready. I had a pretty awesome cache of a what was it? One half of a spring training underdog entry. If you're interested in hearing about that. Are you interested? Okay. So I had Simeon Woods-Richardson over 2.5 strikeouts. He promptly goes out and gives up 5 runs in the first. It's over, right? No. He battles 3 innings and he said he struck out 3 guys. So yeah, I got it. I got that leg. And my other leg on that is Joey Cantillo under 3.5 Ks. That game just started. He has 1. And then I have a Jackson Merrill higher 5.5 fantasy points and a Luke Raley higher 5.5 fantasy points that I'm trying to get through. So
cool.
Yeah,
I think it is pretty cool. Underdog does give you options for spring training, which I think is.
I think so
nice.
too. There was just a Guardians. Manzardo just hit a grand slam.
Nice.
So that's that'll work because on the other side of this thing, I have Sasaki lower 2.5 strikeouts. So I don't know. There you go. That was all Sasaki. We like this. Okay.
Cool.
Good.
Anyway, point is we're officially back to normal scheduling. I know a week or two ago we had the All-Star game for NBA, then we had the Olympic break, but now we're back to normal. So we're going to be going through some props for the games tonight. Anyway, before we get into any of the actual props, a reminder that we're officially in March and SGPN is giving away $25K in Survivor Madness. Winner take all. One person will take home $25K guaranteed. Sign up for the contest for March Madness. Once again, at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. And if you are new to Splash, use promo code SGPN. Play $5 and you'll get $50 in bonus entries. Once again, sign up for the NCAA Tournament Survivor Madness, courtesy of SGPN at Splash Sports. So moving on into the actual props that we have for the card tonight. Adam, what's going to be your first prop for the show?
Stop me if you heard this one before. Tage Thompson, anytime goal.
I heard he's good at hockey.
He's very, very good at hockey and tall too.
Yes, he is.
Plus 140, 135. We like Tage. I think Tage is probably cashed for us. What would you say? Most of any of our goal scorers?
Definitely up there.
He's definitely up there.
I know last time he gave him out on the show, we had him in underdog as well, and he got there.
He always gets there. Look, man, last 5 games, 4 shots on goal per game, second individual Corsi of 7.8, and an individual high danger chance of 8 raw. He's getting 1.6 per game. This is what we like to see. It's against this Vegas team, which this Vegas team stinks against playoff teams, dude. So I know we were high on them early in the season. I think we've pivoted a lot of our love to the Tampa Bay Lightning. And don't get me wrong, the Sabres team I think is fake good. But Schmidt stinks. So give me Tage Thompson plus 135 for anytime goal.
Yep. He's been great for us. So no reason to change anything up now. Moving on into my first play, I'm going to go for a backup center. What can possibly go wrong? I'm going to go with Jackson Hayes over 5.5 points here at minus 125. Just a very low number. He has scored at least 6 points in 17 of his last 21 games. Pelicans are also not good defensively, especially against centers. They're allowing the 3rd most points per game to opposing centers. We know the Lakers fan base and the coaching staff and everyone have kind of soured on DeAndre Ayton. So you might end up seeing more minutes for Hayes. But simply put, I do think he'll be a solid lob threat against this defense. The Pelicans are kind of doing a weird thing, though, when it comes to their lineup construction, because they've recently been starting DeAndre Jordan for like 13 minutes a game. I don't really understand why they're doing that, but the point is Derek Queen, I think, is an abysmal defensive player. So if you want to give more minutes for Hayes against Derek Queen, etc., I think that could work out to his benefit. But I do think with Luka and LeBron, a lot of guys who can get downhill, set up a lot of lob opportunities for Hayes. I do think that 5.5 points is pretty low against a really porous defense Give me the Jackson Hayes over 5.5 points prop at -125 as my first play. So there you go. Moving on into your second prop. What do you like?
So one of the heroes of this Team USA team, besides Tage, Matty Tkachuk. Matty Tkachuk, anytime goal +190. He has been great since they came back from the White House and from Italy. He has 2 goals in 3 games. He doesn't have any goals against this Devils team, but this Devils team is bad. This is just a very bad Devils team. They play with an extremely slow pace. So I don't love him. I don't love a lot of shots from him, but based on everything else, he's been pretty elite. He's had 16 individual high danger chances in his last 5 games, averaging 3 per game, 8 on his Corsi. He's -140 for a point. I'd rather take him to score a goal. So let's do +190 on that one.
Yeah, Tkachuk, we know, is constantly involved in everything the Panthers do, and we also know that they've been really good on the power play lately. Florida has, and that's definitely an area where Tkachuk can have some success. I thought about looking into some power play stuff for Florida because they've been rolling recently on the power play, but I haven't touched any of it. But
this team just needs to get points right now because this team
they need to get points. The defense is horrific, but they've been scoring a lot of goals recently. And that Islanders game, they lost 5-4. Of course, they scored the game tire and then gave up a goal with 20 seconds left. So an Anders Lee breakaway, by the way, is not something I expected.
I did not expect that either.
But either way, keep an eye out for Florida's power play. The team might not be that great this season, but the power play has been really good lately. So keep an eye out for that. If you want to go for something extremely degen, could be a power play point night. Who knows? But I think Tkachuk will have a solid game.
Do that. We could maybe do that with our underdog.
Yeah, we'll see. I forgot if they have power play point stuff on underdog, but Panthers power play, I want to say they've scored at least 1 power play.
Hold on, I got breaking news. News. Team Israel is about to beat the Marlins.
That's
1-0.
1-0. Who's pitching?
Yeah, 1-0. Well, first Braxton Garrett's pitching for Miami. But I don't
ESPN doesn't even have them listed, so I don't even know who.
Garrett Stubbs with the RBI.
Nice.
Let's see.
You know what that means? Marlins on pace to lose about 100 games.
I like the Marlins this year. That's the problem. But everybody's getting hurt already. Geloff 0 for 4. I'm pretty sure that this Team Israel, they have 3 hits in 30 at bats. This is
Didn't they get no hit in last year's competition?
They may have. Dude, they went to the quarters.
Last year, like 2 years ago. I want to say
2016, they went to the quarters.
I want to say that they had 1 hit in like 2 games combined in the last WBC during a certain stretch. I want to say that happened, but I don't really know for sure.
Anyway,
I think that happened. I think they went like 20. I think they went like 17 innings with like 1 hit. I think that happened. But either way, Marlins not looking too good so far in the preseason. But either way,
our Jew crew is doing it. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, reminder by the way, the MLB Gambling Podcast will be doing WBC content, so keep an eye out for that. But point is,
what we are? You guys are just picking games.
So the initial plan is there's going to be 1 preview episode, which is just going through the teams, who do we like to win, all that stuff.
Well, who we like to withstand. Like I already gave this to you.
Yeah.
Now it's
the point is though, we're going to skip
Italy to get out, Italy to qualify.
We're going to skip the team, the actual regular group stage.
Also, the Dominicans are winning this, so I don't know what.
I agree with you actually. I think the Dominicans are really
Dominicans are so nasty.
Their team is so good.
It's so good. They're like minus 1,100 to qualify into out of the pool play.
Everyone's on Team USA, but Scooball only.
But they're all making 1 start.
Yeah, that concerns me. And Japan, I think, is good, obviously, but
a lot of those guys aren't playing.
So once again, the game plan for the MLB Gambling Podcast, there'll be 1 pre-tournament preview episode. Then we're going to skip the actual group stage, and we're going to go right into the knockout round for like daily episodes from that point forward. So we'll do elimination games, and we'll do the pre-tournament preview. So there we go. But anyway, point is,
Italy, spicy meatballs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dude, we took him. We have him like 3-1.
It was a great price.
Outside of cool play. Yeah, they're 2-1 now.
Yeah, it's a great price. But anyway, point is, if you want WBC content, we got you covered there. But before we get into the other props that we have,
we also have merch. You want to talk about our merch?
I was going to save that because it's in the ad read.
Okay, fine. I didn't realize that. Then do that.
Yeah, we changed up the ad reads, so it's fine.
Okay, good.
But anyway, before we get into the other props that we have for the show, a reminder that we're brought to you by our sponsor, Kalshi. So if you want to make real money prediction markets available in every state, tons of trading options for your favorite sports. Besides sports, they also have other markets like politics, entertainment, and even the weather. And a reminder that if you're new to Kalshi, you get $20 for free when you sign up with the code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm's been on a heater for college and for the NBA. You can check it out with models as well. Build your own from scratch. Use the leaderboard to take other people's models, or you can also let the Rhythm House model give you plays directly. Looking quickly at the prop market for Rhythm today in the NBA. Now, let me quickly see what they like here. They are fans of Russell Westbrook higher or over 22.5 PRA. So that is one play that Rhythm does like for the game tonight. So they like Westbrook to go over 22.5 PRA. They're projecting 30.6. So a massive over for them on this one. But either way, if you want to check out Rhythm and you want to get a nice discount for your premium membership, use the code SGPN25. We download the app, and you'll get a nice quarter off the first month. That's Rhythm, RITHMM. Code SGPN25 for a quarter first month at Rhythm. Welcome back, everyone, to the Propcast. Finished going through our first couple of props for Tuesday. Time to move on into my second play for the show. Going to a very degen play because it involves I'd say a role player who mostly starts on a really bad tanking team. But I'm going to go with Terrence Mann from the Nets, and he's taking on the Heat. I'm going to go with Terrence Mann over 6.5 PR at -105. A very low line. He's had only 7 PR in 5 of the last 6. Demon is not playing for the Nets, so you might see a bit more playing time for Mann. And he's been good against Miami. He has had only 7 PR in 10 of his 11 career games against the Heat. But we know the Heat defensively are not very good. I think that the Nets can have a decent game in general. But you're looking at a man who his minutes have kind of gone down a little bit lately, but he has still been playing 17-plus minutes recently per start. And I do think that despite having one bad game against Cleveland, I think he'll bounce back here. 7.5 is nothing for a Heat team that plays very fast and for, once again, a Heat defense that can be very, very streaky. But I'll go for Terrence Mann to go over this very low number. Give me Terrence Mann over 6.5 PR at -105.
Joanna Man.
Yeah. Not a great movie, but I've seen it numerous times. I forgot. Who's the main – is that Vivica Fox?
I think it's Vivica Fox.
I think it's Vivica Fox. Is that her name? Is it Vivica Fox?
Yeah, Vivica A. Fox.
Yes, it is. It's A. Fox. Yes, she played the other star player on the team. So there you go. But that's a throwback movie. Wasn't it like – who the hell was the agent? Kevin Pollak? Kevin Pollak, like the agent?
Yeah, that also sounds about right.
I think so. Yeah, that's definitely the most prestigious film in Kevin Pollak's entire filmography. But yeah, that's a movie that I've not seen in a long time, but I remember it. Anyway, you want to move on to your third prop?
Yeah, so my third one here, it's another goal, guys. We're going with it's all chalk for me today, but I really like these matchups. So we're going with Nikita Kucherov on the Lightning, who you and I have long said is the team that's going to win it all. We need to.
They look so damn good.
I mean,
they got killed the last game, but they look good overall.
Whatever, that's fine.
It's fine. They have one bad game.
Fine. That was a bad game. V was terrible out of the game. Yeah. You know, they just jumped them. Yeah. Anyway, no, give me Kuch to get a goal +150. This is kind of the same sort of metrics that I always talk about, but just everything about him is elite. I actually don't hate. Well, I mean, it's short odds now, but if you want like an alt to McKinnon, Kuch MVP isn't terrible. Anyway, he's averaging 3 shots a game over his last 5, 7 individual Corsi score. Only 5 individual high danger chances, but but he's getting 1 per game. He's just also nasty on the power play. And they are going up against this Minnesota team that I am sorry, I think they are wildly overrated. They have
I think they're very, very fun, but I think their defense is horrific.
Yeah, well, because Quinn doesn't plays out of play. Faber had a great Olympics.
Yeah, he did,
and he's looked better. But
Offensively, they're really good, but defensively, watching them play, it is not a pretty sight.
Oh yeah, they're bottom of the league in shots on goals against, bottom of the league in Fenwick against, bottom of the league in goals against, bottom of the league in scoring chances.
They're a very
against.
good over team. They score goals and they give up a lot of goals.
And they give up a lot of goals, and they're terrible on the power play, or they're terrible on the penalty kill. They're great on the power play. Yeah. So let's do let's take Cooch to score a goal in this game.
Yeah, I can get behind that too. Moving on to my last play, I did go hockey with this one. I am going to go with Matt Coronado. I'm going to go with his under half a point at -130. Coronado's not done much recently for the Flames. He has not had a point in 13 of his last 18 games. Stars defensively have been quite good, allowing the third fewest goals per game in the league. DeSmith is starting, who's quietly been amazing lately. He's been better than Otter. He's been really good. He has allowed less than 3 goals in 5 of his last 6 starts. So I'm not sure how many goals Calgary's going to score in this game. Coronado is on the power play. He does play one of the points, but either way, the point is the points have not been there for him, and Dallas defensively has been really solid. So I'm going to go with Coronado to not record a point at -130.
Dallas has quietly been top 2 in the league the last 5 games defensively. They've been pretty elite.
They're starting to get back to their identity.
They're in their form right now. Kind of like the under in this game.
And we know Calgary offensively is not that great, so that's kind of why I think it's solid. It's a solid connection. But give me Coronado to do nothing.
Yep,
that's what I got. Any miscellaneous stuff you want to throw out there?
I was looking at a couple goalie save props, but let me look. I was looking at potentially Swayman.
I have a miscellaneous play that does not involve props.
What's that?
I like Cincinnati tonight against BYU.
I like Cincinnati too.
Yeah, I told you that last night, and then you researched it and said I approve. I'm like, great.
I approve. Yeah. No, I got to bet that. We'll do that. Well, our rhythm models have been killing. Also, use rhythm with Kalshi. It's like the best.
Solid combo.
Yeah. Well, because you get a prediction and then you map to a prediction.
Not to mention that Kalshi's pricing compared to other stuff can be way off at times, which definitely helps.
Is this Pittsburgh team generating shot? Yeah, dude. We want Swayman. Let's do Swayman over shots on goal, over saves.
Gold medalist, backup goalie, gave up a goal from.
He was awful in that game. He gave up a goal he was so bad.
He was so bad. I forgot Ottinger was actually on the team. He didn't play. Yeah, Ottinger didn't get a single start. But Swayman gave up that goal from the half line. Who was that against? Latvia? Somebody?
Yeah.
I think he wasn't very good. But either way.
Well, we're taking it. We're going to take his over 24.5 saves.
He was actually very good against the Flyers over the weekend. They had a crazy defensive game.
He wasn't because
early on, the third period he fell apart. But the first 2 periods was him and I think it was Vlad just going crazy.
Vladar's been great.
I'm saying they made a bunch of big saves.
Flyers are making the thing is that the Flyers are making things interesting because they kind of are in a good rhythm now.
But I watched a bit of that game on Saturday, and it was 0-0, and then they ended up with 5 goals in the third period. But the first 2 periods were solid goalie performances.
Yeah. No, there's a let's do we're gonna take his over saves. I like that a lot.
What was that number at?
24.5.
Cool. Maybe we'll recycle that for underdog. Anything else you want to mention?
No, that's that one though. That one definitely jumped out at me.
Cool. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for our 3 plays each. Time to move on into the best bets. Before we get into the best bets, a reminder that we are brought to you by our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. So they're covered for pick'em entries in almost every single sport. They also have tennis, they have hockey, they have basketball, golf. Hopefully you didn't have Shane Lowry in your entry on Sunday because damn, that was embarrassing. But anyway,
I had him top 10.
Well, he got there. If you had him winning at 28-1 or whatever the hell it was, that was just disgusting. 18-1, 20-1, 28-1. I'm assuming you saw what happened to him.
Oh yeah, he fell apart.
Hey, it was up 3 and he double bogeyed back-to-back holes like 16 and 7. It was disgusting. But either way, nice win for Echeverria. But anyway, point is if you want to check out your entries, Underdog just increased the payouts. So 2-pick entries now pay 3.5x, and 3-pick entries now pay 6.5x. And a reminder that if you're new to the platform, new customers get a great deal. Play $5, get $75 bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN at Underdog Fantasy. We're also brought to you by Novig. So Novig, of course, is America's #1 prediction market for sports. Check out the great prices they have for Novig. Download the app, and when you do so, get $50 when you spend just $5 if you use our code SGPN. Got an actual Novig promo code SGPN, and we also have a great discount code right now for the merch store on the SGPN website. 15% off everything in the merch store with the code MARCH, and we have brand new Propcast merch. I told you I was going to talk about it. We got Propcast merch, which are now available. So we have sweatshirts, we have T-shirts, a lot of options. Check it out. And once again, you can get a discount on that and everything on the merch store when you take
We will
advantage
be wearing this in Vegas. We will be wearing our own merch.
We'll be wearing our own merchandise because we like to be personalized billboards. But either way, we will be doing, once again, content. We will be in Vegas as well.
We could actually just like set up and do a live show.
We can. My point is, though, by the way, unrelated but related, for March Madness, if you're in Vegas while we're going to be there from the 18th, 21st, say hi. We're going to be around with SGPN, so check that out as well. But once again,
what time are you getting in?
I get in at like 2 o'clock local.
Oh, Mac and I get in at like the same time. So
I wanted to get in at 2 local because the check-in for the hotel is usually 3. So by the time I get to the hotel, I'll be able to check in. But anyway, point is, we'll be in Vegas for the first round of March Madness, and then, yeah, check it out. But once again, merch store, code MARCH for 15% of everything in the SGPN merch store. Welcome back, everyone, to the Propcast. Finished going through the first, we went through all of our props, actually, for the show. Yeah. Time to move on into our best bets. Adam, what's going to be your best bet for the show?
Tej. Goal.
Yeah, I was, like plus 135, plus 140?
Yeah.
By the way, I see Harlem asking if we're going to give all our plays. Yeah, we end the show by recapping all the plays we gave out already. So we didn't forget. We'll give it out. Anyway, though, a point is for my best bet on the show, I think I'm going to go with Coronado. I'm going to go Coronado, no point, at minus 130. Dallas has been great defensively. You're looking at the Smith, who's been better than Ottinger. So even though he's starting, I actually like that more. And the Flames offensively, not very good. So I see, once again, just a pretty low-scoring game. You said you like the under in the game in general. Yeah. So I'll go with Coronado, no points at minus 130. Moving on to underdog. Do you want to recycle that Swayman angle, or do you want to just build from scratch?
I'm just trying to see because I kind of like this. I'm looking at Calgary. I like that. By the way, I like Calgary's. I know it's not for this, but I like their team total under 2.5.
Yeah, I think they score 1 or 2 goals. So
yeah, I think we should bet that.
I'm in for it.
Anyway, let me look.
We could recycle a thing or two if you want.
I mean. Do you want to do?
I'm down to recycle Jackson Hayes if they have 5.5.
Hayes. I don't even. They have Avery. They have Jackson.
Never mind.
No. Oh, that's in. That's in. Let me look at this. Jackson with an X.
Yep. XS.
Over 5.5 or lower?
Yeah, higher 5.5.
Okay, I got that. That's in there, and then let's do.
I mean, is there an option for like the Smith goals allowed, and we could just take the lower on that? Is that a thing? Because you like the team total under, so that makes sense.
Here, I'm looking at it now. They have his saves, but I don't think I'd rather play. Okay. I'd rather do Swayman saves higher.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay.
And then do you want to throw in the Westbrook PRA because Rhythm likes it?
Yeah, why not?
Cool. That should be a 22.5.
Okay, so here's what we got. Jeremy Swayman, higher 24.5 saves. Jackson Hayes, higher 5.5 points. Russell Westbrook, higher 22.5 PRA. That is a 5.72. Let's do a let's see if I have any boosts. Oh, I don't.
5.72 it is.
Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Oh no, wait, I can qualify for gimme. I don't know what that means. But I just did it. Anyway, $50 allegedly wins us $286.
Cool. And as a reminder, before we officially end the show, Adam, can you just recap your 3 plays one more time?
Yeah, Tage Thompson, anytime goal. Nikita Kucherov, anytime goal. Matty Tkachuk, anytime goal.
Cool. And for my 3, Jackson Hayes over 5.5 points, minus 125. Terrence Mann over 6.5 PR at minus 105. And Matt Coronado, no points at minus 130. Anyway, let's go wrap it up for the show. Back once again tomorrow. So if you like NBA and NHL stuff, we got you covered again for tomorrow. Till next time, support the show at, once again, the Propcast SGPN on Twitter. Find us on YouTube. Find us on Spotify and Apple. Find us on the SGPN app as well. Find us individually on Twitter. I'm at Reichel Radio. He's at Hey Rosenberg. Till next time, good luck to all of you and all